What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to the official trailer for Maul Shadow Lord. Last time we reacted to the teaser, but now we're going to react to the official one. So we're not going to waste any time here, and we're going to jump right on in.
Our target is a syndicate leader. He is associated with several criminal organizations and proficient with a laser sword.
My boy. Whew, that transition though.
The Empire tried to kill me. Their betrayal demands consequence. And that consequence requires a weapon. Together.
So menacing, man.
The Empire.
He wants to fight his allies.
The Empire may be our common enemy, but Maul will never be our ally.
Bro, there's a lot of horror aspects to this.
Whatever it takes.
The Age of Maul, let's go.
This is escalating out of our hands. The Empire will want answers.
The Empire will lock this planet down.
Bro.
Jedi, where is Maul? I'm right here.
Oh, so they're already allied at this point? Interesting.
Let us have our revenge.
Let's go.
We're not gonna take out the whole Empire.
Maul's unleashing inner Star Killer, man. It's ironic too, since they're played by the same actor. These 3 weeks better hurry up and get here quick, man, because I am hyped for this show. And it's been a very long time since I've been hyped for a Star Wars project, but because of Clone Wars and Rebels, Maul's character has not only been fleshed out, but it's an instance when you bring back a character that supposedly died. That's how you resurrect a character done right, by giving him more character development in other contexts and other content aside from shows. You have books, comics, whatever, to just help further flesh out the character. And now with this, we're finally getting the next chapter of Maul's story that we've never seen before. And again, like, this is something I've been wanting for a very long time, and I'm so hyped for this, man. So now we're gonna do a quick little breakdown here, and just going over these few frames here. Like I just said during the reaction, that this trailer is giving me some serious horror vibes, and it's very fitting for Maul too, because he's a very dark, very gritty and savage character. So yeah, you have the shots here of him just roaming and Maul's gonna have like so many hallway scenes. Like, dude's just aura farming like crazy. Dude's aura is dude, oh bro, I cannot wait to see this boy let loose. And I'm glad for that too, because I feel like we don't get that much we don't get that many gritty Star Wars projects. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, Star Wars is dark and very gritty, but this looks even more so. And I'm very glad for that too, because Maul is a dark and gritty character. But as we're moving on here, we have this upgraded shot of the newly improved Imperial Star Destroyer just hovering over Janix. Unlike the teaser, this shot is happening during night. So Maul's presence on the planet has effectively drawn the Empire here. Yeah, you can see we have tons of TK troopers, the new walkers. Maul's obviously going to be tangling with Imperial forces. Yeah, RIP to all those stormtroopers. These, I mean, don't get me wrong. The stormtroopers, they're not, even though that they're not the best soldiers in fictional storytelling, but they make up for their lack of skill with numbers. And I really like how it's emphasizing, like, yeah, the Empire's here and they have tons of troopers here, and they're just gonna overwhelm Maul's group. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Maul's gonna combat the Empire in this series. Obviously, through like interviews and all that, it's seen, or we've read how essentially this show is going to be about bad guys versus worse guys. Obviously, bad guys being the Empire, or bad guys being Maul's side, and then worse guys being the Empire. So, and as this trailer is going on, he says Maul's going to need a weapon, and with that said, it cuts to our secondary protagonist, this Twi'lek. Her name's Devin, and this is something that I really hope doesn't happen, because Maul, obviously, like, he's tried taking on several apprentices and just allies in general. He had Savage, his brother, who was killed by Sidious in Clone Wars Season 5. He tried taking Ahsoka on as an ally during the Siege of Mandalore in Season 7 of the Clone Wars, but she refused. Now he's going to try and take Devin, this girl right here. I just really hope he doesn't treat her in like the traditional like Sith way of taking an apprentice, just using her, and then when she's no longer useful, he's just gonna throw her out. You know, I just hope that their dynamic isn't just the typical like Sith way of dealing with things. You know, I hope they have like an actual partnership. That'd be really cool to see. And it looks like we're gonna, I don't know if like we're gonna have some like more training montages. I'm sure we are. Maul's gonna introduce her to the ways of the dark side, and I'm assuming from the teaser trailer, when he's doing a T, he's saying times have changed. I will show you the true nature of the galaxy. He's essentially talking to Devin, and how he's saying that it's time to see things from a new perspective. So that's undoubtedly going to be part of like a training montage with him and Devin. Okay, yeah, so moving on here, we have, obviously we got some of the Pikes here, and we know that the Pikes have been allied with Maul, Shadow Collective, and he was using them a little bit in Season 7, but it looks like they're trying to break free from his control. And obviously with Maul, if you cross him, you're done. And it looks like he's personally going to deal with the Pikes. I don't know if Mark Krim, who replaced Lon Pike as the Pike Syndicate's boss, is gonna die, and if he's made the call to break off from Maul. But either way, Maul's not going to take this insubordination lightly, and he's going to whip the Pikes into shape right here. And again, like, there's just so many like horror shots here where you have just Maul butchering people left and right. It's so cool to see. And then moving on, we have we have more shots of a little bit of Maul's guys. I'm so excited to see these guys. We have, it looks like we got Rook Cast here. Really hoping we see more of her character fleshed out, because she's been Maul's ride or die since the Son of Dathomir comics, and you know, it's going to be really interesting to see like if she's and whatever Mandalorian forces are still with Maul after the Siege of Mandalore, if they're just gonna, it's gonna be interesting to see why they're still loyal to him, you know, because he essentially said, "Screw you, I'm out" after the siege. So, yeah, lots to explore right there. Hopefully, some of those questions will be answered. Yep, we got some of our shots of the Inquisitors, and it's so funny how they're hyping them up to be so intimidating. You got, yeah, you have the Crow, and then you have Marok here, hyping them up as these huge threats. But if you guys have watched Star Wars Rebels, you know that these guys they're essentially fodder, and just in Star Wars content in general, whenever there's Inquisitors, these guys get offed fairly quickly. And against Maul, these guys, no matter how good they think they are, Maul's better. Like he has more experience for one thing. He's been personally trained by Sidious, 2, and then 3, Maul's just a better duelist. And I know that he got whipped in season 7 when he was fighting Ahsoka, but to be fair, the only reason he got beat was because he was trying to convince her to join him. That not only that, but he was absolutely shook because it was on the eve of Order 66. So yeah, and then we got some shots here of Maul and Marok just fighting it out. Love. And yeah, it's kind of interesting. We got, looks like Devin is already on Maul's side, and they're fighting together against Marok, so that's very cool to see. And again, like there's this shot right here. Hold on. Yeah, right here. Looks like she's really looking up to him. And like I was saying before, I really hope that their dynamic isn't manipulative. Like Maul doesn't manipulate her to the point where, yeah, I'm just going to use you for my own ends, and then when I'm through with you, I'm through with you. I really hope that they have a like a standing partnership. But at the same time, I feel as though Maul's going to off her master, and she's going to find out eventually, and that might cause her to turn on him or just leave him, leaving Maul alone again and without a companion to train and to confide in. So either way, it could go either way, to be honest. But as but moving on here, we got we got both Marok and the Crow, both looking mean, but with Inquisitors, they don't last long, so and they both get, we know the Crow gets off by Ahsoka in Tales of the Jedi, but he's probably gonna take a beating by Maul. I'm assuming Marok is gonna die in this series by Maul, only to be resurrected through Night Sister magic by Morgan Elsbeth, as we've seen in the Ahsoka series, because he's alive during that time, but probably not truly alive because he's already dead. He's undead. Yeah, we got more of Maul's group here fighting the Empire on a bridge. You have like the remix Duel of the Fates, which is absolutely incredible. Yeah, just look at this. You got Rook, you got all kinds of Mandalorians, Maul, Devin, like all of them are just fighting. Like, man, this is gonna be so epic, bro. And this shot right here, just Maul taking out this Imperial Walker, Star Killer style. If you guys have played The Force Unleashed, then you know that taking out walkers is just one of Star Killer's signature means of showing off its power. Like, you can take them out in different types of ways, and just the way Maul takes it out is giving me some serious throwbacks to Force Unleashed 2, like how he uses his lightsaber to hack apart the legs and hack apart the guns and all that stuff. So and how Devin says we can't take on the Empire, the entirety of the Empire, but you see Maul taking out this walker, which is a physical symbol of the Empire's might. He's like, anything's possible. He may not say it, but he's probably thinking it. But with that comes the end of this official trailer, and we're almost there, man. I'm so excited for this show. Maul is probably one of my top 10 favorite characters in fictional storytelling, because of the character development he's had in Clone Wars and Rebels and comics and just all other types of continuity from Legends books and everything else that is available. But yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. For sure, I'm hyped. Let me know what you guys think, and what's one thing that you're excited to see about in this show. Be sure to leave it in the comment section, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.